Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to 6 Minutes. I am Bob Six, and I know it's been a while. I've been trying, just real life has been all over me lately, and I haven't had time to shoot any videos. I'm fixing to try to shoot two right now. The first one is the one I told you I would be getting to, which is schools trying to have parents declared as domestic terrorists. It's not true. There was some poor wording in some documents that were filed or released, something like that. I don't have my glasses on, but I was reading this to reaffirm and make sure I knew what I was talking about before I did this. But the letter from, I'm going to try to read this because I don't feel like putting my glasses on right now because the lights look really wild. From the Office of the Attorney General for the state of Indiana. They filed the paperwork with the government stressing that it was just poor wording, that they are not trying to have parents declared domestic terrorists, which would fall under the Patriot Act, where we do not negotiate with terrorists. Actually, I can read some of this. But there's several states that had sent in letters saying that, no, we don't want no part of that. Bottom line, it's just like most things today. Oh, it's on the internet. It must be true. Well, it's not. And I do have an asterisk that I'm putting on this, and I'll get to that in just a second. So we need to cool our jets and relax. They're not having us declared domestic terrorists, and the assholes that are protesting outside the schools, there's an asterisk with that, and I'll get to that too. There's a way to protest and there's a way to not protest. So those that are getting out of hand, those are the ones I'm calling assholes, not the parents actually protesting. I firmly support that. Because when it comes to my kid, I can get out of control too. My other two kids are grown up, so. But I'll still get out of control with them. It's not, they said originally they're trying to have them declared as hate crimes. It's not hate crimes. It's just Karens and Kens being fucking ridiculous. We're grown-ups. You know, yes, we all care about our kids. Yes, we'll all take very drastic measures for our kids. But those people that are outside the school screaming, hollering, throwing shit, carrying on, that's ridiculous. You're not getting anywhere. Matter of fact, you're causing a lot of the problems. There is no need to act like that. And I'll give you an example. I used to be a substitute teacher. Believe it or not, I was going to be a teacher with special focus on special needs kids. I work very well with special needs kids, mostly with kids who have been abused in all shapes and forms of abuse. They relate really well to me. Growing up, I was abused. My biological father beat me and my brother bad enough that my mom divorced him over it. So I understand, so I relate to them better and they relate to me better. But I subbed at this school as elementary school, pre-K through, I think, 3rd or 4th grade. No, 3rd grade, pre-K through 3rd grade. And I usually was the PE teacher, so I dealt with every single kid in that school. When my son was at that school, there was a teacher who would yell, and I'm saying very inappropriate yell. He doesn't work at the school. He got removed. He should have never been with elementary school kids anyways. But I had heard him, my son had told me about him yelling. I heard him yelling, and it's a little humid today, so my voice keeps breaking. We had an issue with the test, so I called a parent conference with the principal as the mediator, which the first things out of this guy's mouth was, why didn't you come to me? Why'd you call my boss? I said, because your attitude, I would end up kicking your ass, and I don't want to end up to a he said, he said. This way, she's here, and this remains professional. So he didn't like it, but he had to So first thing we were going to address was the test, which he goes, oh, no, because he was wrong. And so to save face, he said, no, I threw that out, but I didn't let it go. And I pointed out, you kept the kids in from their recess for 3 days. Sorry, I had something by my foot and I want to make sure what it was. You kept the kids in from recess for 3 days. You sent this test home for 3 days saying stuff was wrong and it's not wrong. Oh, I was using the wrong key. For 3 days? Man, we got some issues. Man, my head looks really fucking big in this camera. Well, it's not the camera, it's my phone. Here, let me scoot back a little bit. No, I just have a big ass head. How about that? So then I addressed the issue with yelling. And he, no, I do understand. I've been a sub at this school for 2 years and I've worked with every single kid in this school. And not once have I had to yell. Not once. So what's your excuse? Well, did your son say I yelled at him? I said, whoa, I didn't say that. But he did say how loud you yell. I've heard you yell. Other teachers have told me how loud you yell. He is in there being exposed to it. I don't yell at my kids like that at home. So there is no need for you to do it, nor am I going to let you do it. So see, you don't have to go in there going, I'm going to fucking kick your ass. You don't have to do all that shit. Because as soon as you do that, how the fuck do I keep getting that close to... Oh, is it self-zooming on me or something? So once you start doing that, they're not going to pay attention to you. They shut down. You are someone they can't talk to. So you're not doing any good by doing that. You need to go in, have your facts straight. I hear all sorts of rumors about what goes on in school, so I start checking. There may be some, I've heard that there may be some books that are inappropriate for elementary school kids. I haven't gotten in there and checked out yet, but as soon as I can, this whole COVID shit has messed things up. Because we used to go to school quite a bit. Not raising hell, but checking shit out. I'm not even going to get started on the COVID thing. What a fucking joke that is. But, so there's a proper way to do it. And if you want to protest your school with signs and picket in front of the school, I totally support that. But when you start getting violent and you're yelling and screaming and throwing shit, hurling insults at the teachers, I don't support that. And even though there are some shitty teachers, you need to deal with it in a more grown-up way. Not in there carrying on. That's not going to fix shit. Because if you have a shitty teacher and you're acting shitty, you know better than the teacher. Therefore, you're weakening your case. So, a lot of stuff that we see on the internet about, oh my God, this is going on. I'm not saying a lot of it don't go on. I know that there are sexual assaults that happen in school. There is bullying going on in school, and the schools sweep that under the carpet. I addressed that in the last video. But as far as the schools trying to have us declare domestic terrorists, I ain't trying to have us. Now, maybe some Karens and some Kens, they should just have you arrested for assault. I mean, you wouldn't like it if they acted like that to you or your kid. Why would you do that? And if you're acting like that, that means your kid has learned that type of behavior from you. So maybe a lot of the problem is your kid. My kids don't act like that. They weren't pushovers. Well, my kids weren't like that. They handle shit correctly, professionally, grown up. So if you're the one out there acting like an asshole, screaming and shit, your kid's probably causing a lot of problems. So you can fix the problem by you not being a piece of shit and fixing your kid. You know, you make it harder for us other parents that go up there. My granddaughter was just bullied at school, and she called it bullying. It was headed towards bullying, but it stopped. But I addressed the issue immediately. Not, oh, well, I'll call up here. We were walking to the car. I stopped, turned around, and walked right back up to the teachers. Her teacher wasn't out there, but I addressed it with the teacher who should handle the situation. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. And he asked me if I could wait because they were letting kids in and out. And I said, absolutely. So I'll wait till all the kids were gone. See, there's parents that'll go up there and go, no, you're going to wait on me right fucking now. Again, you're not helping anybody. You're not even helping yourself. So acting like that, nah. I could see the schools wanting to have something put into place to protect them. against assholes like you. But how about you just don't do that? Have your shit together, know what's going on, or a pretty good idea, and go up there and calmly and rationally discuss it. That way, when they see other parents come up, they're not going, oh my God, another one. Because until they talk to us, they don't know that we're not a piece of shit like you. And I'm not speaking to anyone in general. I'm talking about those parents that, the Karens and the Kens of the world, the self-entitled pieces of shit. They go out there screaming and hollering. There's no sense in that. You know, it's unnecessary. Handle the situation. And if you're not getting anywhere, then there's legal steps. You can go above the school. You can go to the school board. You can contact an attorney. You can do all sorts of stuff without all that shit. Again, you're not helping any of us by doing that. So there we go. It was miswording, and no, they are not trying to have us declared domestic terrorist. Matter of fact, this thing is titled NSBA's Fraud on the American People. So there we go. Again, all we got to do is when we hear things, I'm not saying ignore it and wait and see what happens. Do some research. Let's look into it and see what's going on. You know, information's everywhere, videos everywhere. You can see shit that's going on. So when you have an issue at the school, don't run up there acting like an asshole. Even if you're going to protest the school with a picket line and stuff, don't act like an asshole. Like, it's probably not an act for the people that I'm actually referring to. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a Karen. Don't be a Ken. You can have your protest. You can picket. You can address issues. But please, for all of us, don't be yourself. Be a grown-up. So there we go. I've got more topics coming up, and I'm trying to get to them. I'm trying to get back on track. These last 2 weeks have totally dicked up my whole schedule. So, thanks for hanging out. If you got something you want me to talk about, or you want to know what I think about it, drop a comment. I'm looking over here again. Again, it's fucking me up being on my phone. Over here. You got something you want me to talk about? Drop it in the comments below. I appreciate the few of you that are actually watching. Hope y'all have a great day. Make someone laugh. And you know what? For shits and giggles, how about telling some of your friends to check it out? That'd be cool. I'd appreciate that. So, because I got to grow. Otherwise, YouTube's not going to support me at all. Have a great day. Make someone laugh. Don't forget to tell your friends and family each and every time you leave that you love them. Because you just never know when that's going to be the last chance you get to tell them. Until next time, be safe, people. We are living in some crazy-ass times. I am Bob Six. Peace.